Home and Hi,
Hi,
Craig.
Craig.
Hello, Craig.
Now recording.
I'll record.
Insert snide Chad comment here. Thank you.
You sure got your music playing? Catch a vibe. Get some Strixhaven soundtrack going. Restart mine.
Oh, it's crazy. We didn't have anybody here to say a snide comment to Craig today.
Don't worry,
Craig's
I covered
having a
it.
good day.
Bet you finally feel like one of the group now, huh, Craig?
Such a good listener.
Such a good listener.
All right. So, in our previous sessions, we watched our band of adventurers begin preparations for their departure to the planetoid of Ravnica. Using their 10-day period to get a few things in order, we'd see our party go about their days of downtime as they would eventually receive a letter from one Garther the Wise. Our band deciding to pursue this thread, wishing to learn more of what the Master Transmuter has in store for his research. From there, our party would venture to Garther's office located in the Lapis University, where they would come to learn the sinister truth of his plans. Our party learning that Garther created the mage hunters that caused them such heartbreak all those months ago, after which they would come face to face with one of these creatures, seeing that Garther's plans are to empower these creatures, his creations, wanting to strengthen the breed beyond their current limits. Our party standing by as the ritual to empower this mage hunter was cast, deciding to strike Garther and his creation just moments after its successful power boost, watching it sort of in power. As they would go about fighting, we would watch our band go through their toughest combat yet, utilizing all of their training and honed skills. And thanks to their teamwork, they would not only prevail in the fight against Garther and this empowered mage hunter, but they would also prevail in lying to the admins of the university, claiming that this creation attacked its creator, the party being just too late to save Garther. With their alter story being sold successfully, our party would head out from the university after a lengthy interrogation process. Everyone heading off to recoup, seeing most of the party head back home, while Brett would actually take off to the Tailspin Theater, as he would be running just a little bit late for rehearsals. And our game will actually be picking up 2 days after the incident with Garther. In the past 2 days, we'd likely see most of the party sort of recovering and recouping, seeing a few of our party members that took some gnarlier blows would need a little bit more time to sort of fully heal. Likely seeing Aility, Koski, and Brett being just as active as they normally could be over these 2 days, while Gale, Marius, and Kellen probably needed just a little bit more of that rest than normal, since they took some pretty gnarly hits from not only Garther, but the Mage Hunter.
I almost died like 3 times.
It was a rough fight. But you guys did great, prevailing 2 days of recovery. And over these 2 days, we would see Brett attend rehearsals as opening day, or opening night, I should say, is getting closer and closer. Probably watching Koski go to Jazamir's to help activate the axe so she could continue her inspection of it. Aility probably helping around the house, helping to tend those that actually, maybe need a little bit more rest. She's not really like caretaking, but she'll get you some water or maybe some food if you need it. But that's pretty good for her. And also, Kellen would begin to look into this small, batch of letters that he managed to steal from Garther's office before they sort of fled to the admins, basically. He would poke through these 12 letters, find that most of them are from the Lapis Universities, almost like deposit receipts in a sense for Garther's monthly wages. And the others would be interesting correspondence from 2 figures our party believes are involved in this strange chaos group, this chaos cult that they're trying to stop. One would be from a Murgaxer, an unknown entity, a new figure, a new player that they need to start keeping track of or figuring out or at least being aware of. And the other one being an A Colazo. Our party being loosely familiar with the Colazo family, as they're one of the 5 favorite families of Port Star Sail. But beyond that, they don't know of an A Colazo. Not yet, anyway. And after our 2 days, our party probably also beginning some preparations for this opening night as far as their general attire. As we sort of pick up after these 2 days, our party would have 3 days left until Captain Casper would arrive with the Spelljammer ship. And we'll probably pick up the morning of this day, the morning of this 3rd day, till Captain Casper arrives. Again, 2 days since the incident with Garther. Maybe all of you guys would be having a bit of breakfast, maybe going over some loose plans and details you guys sort of had in the works for how to operate on this opening night, as you guys believe there could be more of these chaos users, chaos cultists that may be at this opening night as well. So get a few things on your mind on this particular morning. But to start things off, let's.
I can't detect magic.
Ayla,
That's fair.
can, right?
Yeah, maybe.
She can. I'm pretty sure she had the detect magic spell that she could throw up.
I think she still does.
You know, can I instead have gotten a mask as well?
Oh, like for your preparations?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to that in just a minute. I'll let you guys sort of detail what you actually look like and what you would have gone through. Because again, you guys have known you're going to be trying to attend this for the past couple of days, so you guys have had some time to put in some legwork to get costumes or outfits ready. But our opening scene, probably seeing you guys maybe all around the table here in your living room, or in your, I guess, dining room adjacent to living room, probably enjoying some breakfast. Let's take care of a little bookkeeping here, as since all of you are hoping to attend the Dragon's Throne, Brett actually was able to secure you guys tickets on opening night, getting just a little bit of a discount as well. So everyone that hopes to attend the opening night, I need 15 gold pieces removed from your inventory. Besides Brett, obviously, you'll be there playing, you'll be there acting.
Expensive show, Brett.
Well, it's opening night, Gail. You should know better. Wait, so how many people are Elodie and Koshki and Marius all coming? Koshki said he wants to go, right?
Yeah.
I will say, I'd imagine Marius and Elodie would be going, even though Benny and Chad aren't here to say that. I would imagine they'll be showing up.
So maybe everyone can take 3 gold off of what they need to pay, because Brett will put in 15 to like help spot everyone's tickets a little.
I mean, it's 15 gold per ticket.
Right, and there's 5 people, so he can give each person 3 gold in reduction to like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I misheard.
Yeah,
I thought you
it
said
was
everyone
very
put
confusing.
in 3.
So I'm impressed we even got to this side of it.
I totally got what you were saying.
Okay.
but that's just because it's you and me.
Yeah.
5 silver pieces per gold piece, right?
10 silver
10.
pieces.
10 silver pieces. Okay.
Yeah.
So if Brett's putting in 15, everyone can put in 12 gold instead.
Yeah.
I will take Marius and Elodie's out.
Ooh.
12 gold. Boop. There's Marius, and for Elodie, 12 gold. Boop. So Brett, take your 15 off. Gail, Koshki, and Kellen, give me 12 gold pieces.
Done.
Yeah, I did that.
Beautiful.
Like 109.
And in the sense of bookkeeping, rent is getting close to getting due. So Aelity probably comes around and is collecting everyone's portion of rent. If Koski's going to be paying rent this month, it'll only be 10 gold pieces from everyone.
Koski
nice.
will just pay everybody's rent this month. So how much
Oh.
altogether?
It'll be 60 gold pieces.
Cool. Yeah, Koski's
Beautiful
got it.
man.
Well,
Nice.
you'll be
Aelity
here
probably
like
takes the
another 3
60
days.
gold. Ailey like takes that gold and it's like, well, wow, thanks. I wasn't expecting that. Thanks for helping out with breakfast the other day too, by the way.
Of course, call it a parting gift for new friends before Koski have to separate.
Yeah, sure. And she pockets the 60 gold, sits down, eating some breakfast with y'all. If there's nothing else in our morning here, after a hearty breakfast, we'll see Brett probably head out after giving tickets and collecting some gold. As again, you got a pretty full day ahead of you, Brett. You have like final rehearsals, kind of like all this morning, fully like time slotted out, just like it'll be tonight. Kind of simulate that show. Then you have that sort of late lunch, early dinner catered by the Jingling Jaunties themselves. That sort of like bring all the cast and crew together before the big show. And then it's like final prep, final checks, and then it's get ready for opening night.
Oh man.
I know it's a bit early, but break a leg.
Yeah, good luck, Brett. And I mean, like,
No, break a leg. You can't say good. God damn it, Colin.
You ruined it.
What the fuck are you talking? What do you?
It's just
what?
it's a superstition thing. Don't wish good luck. You have to say something bad to happen. It's just a thing.
Gail,
That's why you say break a leg.
I appreciate that, Gail, but it's actually break a leg so that you can get in the cast.
What? No, that's not.
I mean, that makes more sense.
No.
Your reason sounds dumb.
Brett, just go. You're gonna be late.
Alright, bye guys. See you tonight.
Bye, Brett.
We probably would see Brett leave the house as you'd start down your typical route from getting to the house to the theater, as you've probably gone down this a ton of times at this point. After a couple of minutes walking through the city streets, you'd feel a magical thrum from one of your pockets, this being a familiar sensation as the sending stone would activate. Only a second later, Quint's voice would enter your mind. I'm so excited. Today's the big day. You're going to kill it. You're going to kill it out there. I know it.
Thank you. Wait, so did we have time to have a conversation about the updates of like who's in the audience?
Probably not. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you, but I mean, not that we've discussed.
Okay. I think this will be the moment where he'll be like, oh, right. By the way. Don't have much time to talk. I'm about to get into rehearsal. Oh, I mean, you can always talk to me though. I'll keep it in my pocket. And then he'll just sort of explain to him like really quickly, cliff notes that they're expecting company, and we're kind of playing it by ear, seeing who's showing up and hoping nothing bad happens tonight, but it'll be fine, Quinn. It'll be fine. It's
you probably do have to talk him down most of it. And again, as you're pretty quick, so getting to the theater is a pretty short task for you.
mm-hmm.
But making your way sort of through these streets, sort of talking with Quint, catching him up, he'd be a little shocked at first, talking him off that ledge, just like you've done before. He'd sort of level out and he trusts you guys. After probably wishing you luck a few more times, he would sort of like break mid conversation, like, almost forgot. Totally almost forgot. I was doing some research, like we had talked about, and there is a portal that opens up in Port Starsail that can send students to Strixhaven once the school year starts.
Perfect.
Yeah, some place shine good, bright something. I didn't look too much into it, but we could probably figure that out.
Okay. Oh, sounds good. Does anything about that sound familiar to me or concerning? Like, I probably got my head in the play at the moment, to be honest.
Give me a history check. We'll say the DC's maybe just a little high, just because your surroundings, as you're, again, you with your speed, you're probably approaching the theater, about to get in. Now it's some weird gobbledygook name that he's saying.
I mean, it's Port Starsail. Is that where we are? I forget what our place is called.
Yeah, you guys are in Port Starsail.
Okay, yeah. So, okay, sounds good, Quint. I'm sure we can talk about more later. All right, keep your eyes on me. I mean, metaphorically. You know what I mean? Okay, I love you.
I mean, like you probably are stepping into the building as like some of your castmates are like, "Hey, Hotman's here," and probably one of the makeup people comes over and they're like, "Oh, that's right, you got the new look. Come here, right this way. We got to get you into costumes. We're actually going to start rehearsals a little soon today."
Okay, sounds good. You're the boss.
And let's get a little performance check for our young performer, just to get a vibe for how Brett's final rehearsal sort of starts off. As everyone gets ready, the rest of the cast shows up. The final rehearsals can sort of get underway.
Final run through.
Oi.
Oh my god.
Getting it out of the way.
An uncharacteristic natural 1 for a total of 8 for Brett. What does this look like for him? As we'll say, this is like that first half of the show. You know, the first half where you're a bit more like frontward facing. You have a character, a handful of lines, a lot of blocking before your death. What does this look like?
You know, I think, oh man, I love Brett's Nat ones because they're always so narrative. And I feel like he's never really biffed a performance quite this badly.
I don't think so.
No.
You were in
And
a
he's
play the
like-
first year.
Yeah, he's like he's a career kid too, like he's a professional.
Mhm.
And so I think what's happening here must be that like Brett's trying to play cool about the revelation of who could potentially be here tonight. And maybe even if he didn't catch what he should have from the conversation since he was distracted, now that he's trying to fully immerse himself in this role and do what he's here to do, like he can't help but think about tonight and be like, what if they're sitting over there? Like, what if they're sitting over there? Like, and it's just distracting him from everything. Like he's missing his marks and stuff because he's just like so antsy about how tonight's going to play out.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's like one of those quiet panic attacks.
Yeah, like no one really understands what's going on with him, and he's got his normal goofiness going on when you're like, hey, like, dude, come on, get it together. And he's like, oh, my bad, and then he pulls a little joke and manages to get people to chuckle. But I don't know. With a 1, they're probably like, dude, fuck.
And it's probably during the first intermission break where the cast and crew, again, to simulate the live show, you all are taking the full intermission, probably doing some set changes, a few people even switching costumes. You thankfully you stay in costume, maybe even like loosely change a few bits just for scenery.
Mm-hmm.
But as you're sort of back behind stage, this intermission, again, maybe that like quiet contemplation you find yourself in, just trying to like, level out. You'd hear a voice from one of your theater buddies, this large, burly tabaxi, this almost like tabby cat coloration on their very muscular frame, as they would have this, like sort of similar to you, this like heavy set of prop armor on as they sort of approach with a big grin. Hey, Brett, everything all right out there? You seem a little off.
Oh, hey, man. Hey. Sorry. So embarrassing. Guess I'm nervous. It's been a while.
I get it. I get it. I mean, especially with the big opening night, all the favorite families showing up, all the big names of the aisles coming through. I mean, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I mean, there's supposed to be like what he starts like counting on his fingers, like so many important people here tonight. I heard the Colazzos are gonna be here. Do you think more than just Kara this time, or?
I mean, if we could see the whole family, that would be huge. But I mean, even the quests in the cold shores are coming. I mean, I'm also not trying to be too silly about anything, but representatives from the Astra Cove, the Hassan Tide Mall, the Broche family, pretty cool. I mean, people are excited for the Water Hollow Brotherhood, mending of relationships and all, but yeah, it's probably all just for show. They just want to see a good play.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not too sure about that stuff. Like, could you break it down for me, like, script style? Bullet
With
points.
like what? What are you?
Well, like, make up for what? Like,
No, I mean, a lot of people had a bad taste in their mouth. Water Hollow Brotherhoods, going from pirates all those years ago, trying to be straight-laced businessmen now.
right.
And trying to croach in on Port Star Sail and its business and the favorite family's operations.
Yeah, I can see why that would, like, piss everyone off.
That's just the upper ups. Normal people like us, what do we care about that sort of stuff? Who cares if they're in the Accord or not? What does that even mean? Doesn't
Right.
change our jobs.
Right. Well, like, imagine if, like, they did do a good job of, like, becoming important and then they, like, didn't even sponsor the arts anymore, man.
That would be weird.
Right? Like, so I guess it kind of matters to us a little bit.
Huh. Never thought about it like that. But it's
I guess
fine,
that's why
you
I'm
don't have to
nervous.
worry about stuff like that. It probably gives you like a slug on the shoulder.
Yeah. I got it together. I got it. Thanks.
You just gotta keep your head on the stage, in the performance, in the character. I mean,
Get
come
your
on,
head
you're
on the
playing
stage.
one of
Right.
the princes.
Yeah, it's important. I got it. You might help me, like, rehearse a little bit. Just a little improv exercise. You and me. Let's go.
Yeah,
Left.
let's do it. Let's
Right.
do it. I think we got
Yeah.
like 10 more minutes. Let's go.
Just like, yeah. Think into that.
And
Okay.
as that first intermission rolls through, breaks into Act 2, your big death scene, you're starting to feel a little bit more like yourself. Let's get one more performance check with advantage just for the second half of the rehearsal.
Right. Imagine it's like a 9. Not much better, to be honest.
A 10.
I mean, it's fine.
We'll take a 7 plus 7 for a 14. It's not Brett's usual form, but you're good. You're sort of back in the stride. You could be doing better, but you're way more in it than you were in that sort of like first and part of second act.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the rest of the rehearsal would go by fairly smoothly. Would there be anything particular from Brett during the rehearsals, or maybe even during that catered meal that'll take place maybe about 30, 45 minutes after that final rehearsal?
Did that stuff about being in the Accord mean anything to me?
A little bit. I think you have heard sort of mention of the Accord. It's the Arcavios Trade Accord, and it's essentially just like, if you're a part of the trade accord, you're acknowledged as like a proper settlement, and you have like certain tax liens that you get. You're allowed certain like sensitive trades, and it just allows you like access to the greater Arcavios trade market, because it kind of gives you that like stamp of like, oh, we're like an official like trade city of the Accord. So like, we meet all the standards here. You can trust our business.
Okay. And the Water Hollow aren't a part of the Accord.
They're not. You've gotten the vibe over the past couple of months that they like desperately seek to be, because it is very like validating, and it would show that they have come full circle from their like pirate roots.
Interesting. As far as other things, there's no like patrons or guests yet, right? Like you said, this is like lunchtime.
Oh yeah. By the time you guys would sort of have this catered meal, it would be maybe 4 o'clock ish, like at the latest. So like you'd still have time even after that, because after that final sort of rehearsal and the catered meal, that's when they'll do like the sort of last 2-ish hours of like checks and preparations, and maybe go over a few more scenes and like work on a few dialogue with a few people. But
Mhm.
after that, it's like showtime around 6:30, 7 o'clock ish or so.
I mean, I guess after not doing super awesome during my like autopilot mode at the beginning of rehearsal, I'd find a way to like have my Prismari primer in reach to get that performance, to get that
Ooh.
D4 bonus to my performance.
For sure. For sure. So to keep that guy on you, and then the primer's probably easy enough to hide on your person somewhere if you absolutely have to, or at least keep, readily available backstage.
Can you give yourself bardic inspiration?
I think I can.
I
Right?
believe so. Yeah.
I'd probably do that too, just to like create a good first impression.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe any difficult moments or something.
Makes a ton of sense. Watching Brett sort of go out this day of rehearsals, practicing, practicing, and sort of like finding that confidence again. We'll cut back over to the house where we would see the rest of our party. Again, a little timey-wimey. Brett probably just left. It's still early in the morning for you guys. This is that final day of like prepping and planning for the opening night. Again, you guys know there may be some unsavory guests that you would not like to see in attendance. But you also know you sort of have to look the part because it's kind of a big premiere. So you kind of got to dress up a little.
Yeah, luckily they don't know Koski, so he's okay. The rest of us, you guys, 'cause I don't have my primer anymore. Sold that bitch. Get these tattoos, remember that.
Mm-hmm.
He shows off his spell brand.
Can you remind me, when are we supposed to be leaving? When is our ride supposed to arrive? Is that in like 3 days from now?
Yeah, so it'll be 3 days. So after this opening night, you'll have about 48 hours till Captain Casper gets in.
For
Cool.
some reason, I thought it was like the day after opening night.
No, that's pretty soon in.
Okay.
But so I'm getting a mask made for my face. I mean a different one than this. I'm not gonna cover the bottom half of my face this time. I'm gonna cover the top half of my face. Then I
I'll
mean
let 'em
I'll
know
be
your
in a
next move.
yeah, and I'll be in like this nice like suit and stuff and like tuxedo type thing, and yeah, so like nobody will recognize me anyway. And plus like you guys all got something to change your appearance, right?
Um, well, I was planning on doing that, but I had the realization when going to bed last night that it'd probably be a good idea to uh, have some detect magic available just to keep a better eye out.
I think
So,
I think the because Elodie and Marius are coming with us, right?
Yeah, and they'd probably still be with you guys as well at the breakfast table. So like Ailey would probably give a nod, like, I can do detect magic stuff. I can look out for auras.
Elodie can be our eyes, and she can look for anybody with a chaos aura.
I've also, part of why I want to keep it available, I've finally figured out the subtle spell.
Oh,
So
that'll be
I'm going
super
to,
helpful.
yeah. So I'm gonna pick out a mask since I find one that goes with my dress that I already picked out. Her
Okay.
dress is kind of this like asymmetric, like one side almost kind of looks like a, what would you call it? Not like a rain jacket, like an overcoat.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's got this really nice embroidered silvery uh, like air dragon pattern on it. And then she's gonna try and find a mask that looks kinda like this guy. But instead of like the like asymmetric butterfly wing, try and like find something that's a bit more like dragony and silver.
Ooh,
Nice.
that'd be cool.
With the blue hues, touches complementing her blue skin.
Nice. We'll say Aelity, in the spirit of masks, she'll also spring for probably just like a simple black mask that maybe like almost looks like it goes into like a wing aesthetic at the ends as it sort of breaks off her temples a little bit and flares, but it's just black, and she probably has a black dress. And with her like simple, very easy to change, changeling appearance, she probably would just alter her hair a little bit, maybe just like a few facial features and like her eye colors. But she would generally look like kind of the same. Just if you looked at her face, it's like, oh, that's not the same person, huh?
Okay, and then what about you, Mayor? You got something you can do? Any ideas?
Gonna make me roleplay Marius? She's gonna call me out like that.
Well, does he have like detector or what's it called?
Sky Self.
Fucking
Disguise self.
Sky Self.
I don't remember him having anything like that. I know Elodie has a disguise self type mechanic thing.
Yeah. I know that, but I don't know if Mayor does or not.
I can't imagine him getting a mask like the rest of us.
Marius is
Yeah.
Strixhaven as well, so if he's got Strixhaven, Silver Quill as well. So if he's got the primer attuned, he could have the spell available.
He does have the primer attuned. He doesn't have it prepared, but we'll say he was a part of the talks with Brett a couple of days back about using disguise self, and we'll say he's prepped with the disguise self, make himself look maybe more just like a more basic human guy, a little less angelic in appearance.
Uh-huh.
And like, do you want a mask or anything? Because like, I guess we'll have a mask. Yeah, we'll just get you a mask anyway. You'll have to wear it.
And Mary is probably in the spirit of, I don't want to be left out. I'm not going to be the only dude without a mask. So he'll also pick up this. We'll let Chad flavor it, but it's this beautiful masquerade mask.
Gail is gonna put her hair up in a nice, like braided top bun that probably takes like 45 minutes for her to fucking do, even with the help of her mage hand.
I love that. What's Koski look like for our big evening? Again, well, we're going with the notion of you guys have had time to prep and plan. You know that you would be attending this for some time now. So
And
you guys have had days.
Can we do like a high low to see if Koski was able to find a suit that was big enough for him?
I would say that he wouldn't need to roll for that, but if you want there to be a chance for him now not to be able to, we can do it. But
Gail definitely would have tried to help with this. Like,
I think it would be
find the biggest thing, find a tailor.
I think it would be absolutely hilarious if the suit was just ever so slightly too small.
Give me a high or low. We'll say the higher the number, more fitting the suit.
Okay.
42. So yeah, it's probably just like you were saying. Like everything on it looks proportional, but like the chest is just a little too tight. The like buttons maybe are like stressed ever so slightly. The pants really hug the thighs.
It's something that most people wouldn't notice, but like the undershirt is poking out like an inch too far, but it looks fine on you. You're really big. Nobody's gonna notice that.
I love it. I love it.
How much for our bit?
For the bits, I was gonna say everyone that dressed up, all of you getting some sort of mask as well. We'll just say 6 gold pieces. We'll get everyone what they need, all their fancy bits, any custom bits, any alterations they may have needed. I will take Marius's off, as you guys can add to your inventory a set of extremely nice clothes, like dress clothes, basically.
Formal wear.
Formal wear, yeah.
Nice.
Right, I got Aelity and Marius is 6 gold. And again, we'll let Chad describe what Marius looks like. But for Aelity, she's in a probably just like it looks similar to Gale's maybe, but much more of like a simple like night, not nightgown. What's the word I'm looking?
Ball
I can't.
gown.
I mean, not ball gown. That's not
Well, no,
Aelity.
yeah, that's. I'm just thinking like floor length, like.
I mean, yeah. But sleeveless, sort of that like curved up to the top, showing a little bit of her chest, but the back isn't exposed. It's a closed back. Yeah, simple. She'd have her like all black, maybe like a matte black mask that maybe has like small like impressions in it, where in certain light you could see these like etching almost, but from like a front normal view, it just looks like a black opaque mask.
I like that.
What's Koski look like? Paint us a picture,
Um,
Mr. Chansey.
Koski's in a fairly plain like tuxedo with the tails that go in the back, double-breasted, formal black with a white undershirt and a black tie. It is just ever so slightly too tight in the chest and maybe the midsection. And so the buttons kind of pull a little bit ever so slightly, and like when he sits down, it like you can see how it like opens in those between the buttons and like where the shirt like come together and stuff. And the pants are just really, really, really tight around the thighs and his buttocks area. Um, and and you can just kind of see everything. Uh, um,
Gale would have picked out a pocket square to like match your hair.
and I think that in the same vein of everybody else, he kind of went out and picked up a mask too, and it's more of like a fabric like Zorro mask that kind of just goes over his eyes that he tied behind
Nice.
his.
Nice.
Nice. Very simple.
Yeah, very simple.
I love it. I love it. And what's Kellen look like for us? I don't know if we've gotten a good mental image for Kellen's dress yet.
Not yet, no. So, Kellen has taken off his regular attire and his mask. He is wearing some mostly black pants with these like red filigree details all throughout the pant, printed on it, kind of like stripes, with a vest that is very similar to that, but the red details are even lighter and less kind of defined than the ones on the pant are. And then it's just a plain black shirt underneath, collared, and then a red and black tie that's split in half vertically. Right? I
Ooh.
think that's correct,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Vertically?
Yeah.
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 That sounds
And
right.
yeah, and then over it he has a tuxedo jacket that is suede and black.
Looking
And then he has
damn
a
good.
yeah, and then he has
Little red pocket square.
a black mask on the it's all over the eyes, and there are 4 tentacles on each side of the mask that kind of curl out in different directions on his face, like coming down under his eyes. It's a it's a matte black.
Cool. Probably like the coloration looks just like Aelides, like they almost match a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Super cool. Would there be anything else that our party not at rehearsals would like to do, as you guys are probably like maybe like picking up clothes or like masks that are getting finished up, kind of getting those last things done throughout the day? Is there any other extra bits before the sun begins to set, as the premiere, the opening show, will be at just about dusk, just a little after dusk?
Are we returning the mirror, or do we need it anymore? Should we get Koski's axe back before maybe crazy shit go down?
Personally, I think so. I mean, since Brett has sending, we don't need the mirror anymore. So I feel like Koski could have taken it back at any time.
Does anybody have any arguments against?
Just because Chad's not here, Marius would probably want to keep it, but he would not relent. And he would eventually be like, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we'll give it up."
Yeah.
Because he's cool and he looks pretty in it.
Okay, well then I guess we would get Koski's axe back within the day as well.
Fair enough. We would see. We'll just say all you guys would go together. We'll say Gale, Marius, Aelity, and Kellen. Or maybe just because they're not here, we'll just say Kellen, Koski, and Gale, just to make life easy. We'll say they're at home getting ready still or something.
Okay.
And so you guys just probably head out, middle of the day, probably go get Koski's axe backs. Heading back to Shine Bright Goods Galore by Jasmine. As you guys walk into the, almost coastal-ish, almost coastal-facing storefront. Again, you'd walk in, see the finely, almost like mood-lit store, the mini like glass display cases where each item is sort of lit up. A large amount of the light from the interior sort of comes from the items all lit up on display in their various mounts and boxes and cases. You'd enter the fairly empty interior. You would see the almost snow leopard pattern of the tabaxi begin to walk down the stairs. Oh, welcome. Oh, it is you all. Hello, good to see you all again. she would walk down the stairs and sort of come around that counter that rests at the foot of the stairs, crossing the small shops. Well, not small, but more narrow shop space. Heading over to you all. How can I help you all? Koski, usually you just come by on your own to activate it.
Yes. Well, it's time for Koski to take X back.
Oh, so soon?
Yes. We have other errands to run, and Koski need back for errands.
Right. Well, fair enough. I suppose that is well and good. I don't wish to be too unassuming, but could I please see my mirror first?
Oh, of course.
Marius probably gave it to Koski, I would imagine.
So Koski would hand over the mirror. See, in perfect condition. No problems.
Excellent. I hope you all got your use out of it. I know that I wish I got my full use out of the axe. I think I could study it for a lifetime, if I'm being honest. Please wait here 1 moment.
Of course.
She would take the looking glass back up the stairs. Minute or two passing, coming back down, holding your big axe in hand. Here we are, Koski. I do greatly appreciate it, darling. It has been very interesting looking through it. Did you have any particular questions about it? I could talk about it for hours.
I mean, Koski know that Saloon gave X to Koski, but all Koski know how to do with it, it's, I mean, swing very hard and shed moonlight from it. Does X do anything else Jasmine know of?
As far as I could say, its capabilities, and I don't mean this in the proverbial sense, I mean it in the literal sense. Its abilities are virtually endless. How do I best put this? Many items are categorized in different subcategories: rare, very rare, legendary. This is in a different subcategory, one we usually refer to as relics or artifacts, particular pieces that don't really have a material origin to them. And with that, and this one's particular divine properties, I would wager that it has. I'm not exactly sure what to call it. I've been going with the term ascended. I would assume it has some sort of ascended form. I don't know what that means or how one gets to it, but its room for expansion is there. And I would wager when you first got this, was it not quite as powerful? Did it become more powerful at some point, or was it powerful from its first point of origin with you?
Did we ever go over that, Matt? Did we ever talk about that?
I don't know if we did.
Don't think that we did. So, do you want me to
What would
roll
you say?
something?
I want you to, whatever you want to do, however you want to answer the question.
I mean, as Kroski grows stronger, X gets, I mean, more strong and bigger, but I just assume that's because Kroski's such powerful individual.
Well, I don't think you're entirely wrong. I would liken it more to whatever bond it is that you have with your deity. As it strengthens, or as you, not exactly sure, reach a milestone, perhaps, or do something of note of particular divine purpose. I don't exactly know. It essentially will strengthen with you in unison. Symbiotic almost, though not quite the same.
He's alive. Beautiful.
That is a fair way to put it. Not in the traditional sense, but this is a living weapon, yes.
Oh. I mean, Koski appreciate very much. If Koski ever stop by Jasmine's again, Koski make sure that he show her progress that he has made.
You utterly read my mind, my friend. If you do notice any strange advancements or anything, and you happen to be in Port Star Sail, please swing by. I would be more than happy to see its progression. It would actually probably make some of my notes make a little bit more sense.
Of course. Is Jasmine to attend the event tonight?
Event. Oh, what is it, that play? The Drake's Throne? No, not much for theater.
I can't remember. Was Koski alone for this?
No, it's you and him.
Okay.
It's you and him. We said Aelity and Maria stayed home, just honestly, so I didn't have to role play as them, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I just like, I got so enraptured in it, I like suddenly realized I missed the details. Like, wait, am I here? I don't.
Gail's looking at pretty baubles.
But she definitely would have come back, snapped into attention at like, oh, your weapon's alive? What?
Yeah, well, Koski thanks Jasmine for time.
And I thank you as well. And if you are ever in need of any services, please feel free to stop by. Not even just regarding the axe. Always good to see fellow magic item connoisseurs, if you will. And also, if I may inquire, how is Granite doing? Your friend?
Oh,
I mean, I think he's doing fine with them.
we love little Kitty. Very,
Yeah.
very much.
Good. Just wanted to make sure.
He's in good hands.
Are you
Excellent.
worried about him?
Oh, I mean, I suppose you could say so. It was a gift, old friend. But that friend was a bit of a bastard, so I trying to move on and such, sort of the last relic of them. And as long as they're in good hands, I suppose I can't ask for much more.
Who was gift from? Sorry, Koski no mean to push. Just curious.
Gil like slaps you like Koski.
She would probably like chuckle a little bit. Like it's fine. It's fine. I mean, honestly, I haven't talked about them in some time. Haven't seen them in some time. You may have heard of them. He was sorry, I'm getting lost here. His name was Robin. Very kind, very sweet. You may have heard of him. Robin Veldenmeyer. He was sort of famous for breaking his contract with the demon. I knew him before all of that.
What?
Yeah, Koski no know who this Veldenmeyer individual.
Professor.
His name is Robin. that was Gail's actual reaction.
He doesn't like to say it. He goes by Veldenmeyer most usually, but
Yeah,
he's sweet.
You
Means well.
know Veldenmeyer character? Deal?
Loosely. I mean, yeah, I did. He's a professor at the school we went to.
Yeah. Oh,
I didn't actually have him as my professor, but I did. He's kind of one of the first people that. I mean, he didn't exactly help us out, but he did kind of give us some advice.
and I think that's our cue to go, guys. I think I heard Brett and Marius calling us. Let's come on, Koski, come on, Gail, let's go.
Well, Jasmine's probably like, oh, you went to Strixhaven.
Oh no, she's just really confused. She hit her head a lot when she was a kid, and so she really just kind of misremembers things a lot.
Wait, I actually thought we had already revealed that to her as a player.
I don't think you guys revealed
Nope.
that to her. I thought that was Estwin
shit.
Trinkle. You guys revealed your suspicions of Garthur to Jasmine, I believe.
Huh? Yeah, we didn't tell her that we went to Strixhaven. Kellen wasn't here for that, but
Because it was the "you may have heard of him" line. That's what made me start thinking. I was like, oh, I guess, but I'm getting mixed up.
He was like minorly famous across Arcavios a couple years ago.
That's the thing though. It's like, so
Kellen's trying to.
that would have come out in character. It's too late to back out now.
No, but as
Well, did you say we or I?
as Gail says that, like Kellen's like, okay, no, come on, guys, we gotta go. I think I hear Brett calling us. Come on.
Better not be late.
Sorry, gotta go. Bye.
The farewell. Strange folks they are.
God damn it, Gail. What did Marius just tell us? What did he just tell us? What did we just go over?
Look, she's cool. Okay.
We don't know if she's cool or not.
She's cool.
You can't
She-
just be going around
she-
and telling people that we came from Strixhaven. You gotta keep that to yourself.
Look, I'm sorry I got mixed up there. Okay, but
It's okay.
We trust her, right?
We don't trust anybody. Remember, Gail? We don't trust anybody. Remember what Liliana said, Captain Professor? You remember her? Remember who we're gonna go save?
Yeah, but I think she can be
No, we
trusted.
don't trust anybody. Repeat after me, Gail. Don't trust anybody.
Don't trust anybody that seems suspicious.
Or that's just like outside of this group at all. How about that?
Alright, I'm sorry. I'll does the like lock motion on her mouth.
Okay. And we're gonna keep this between us. Cause again, if I have to tell Marius that you let it slip one more time, I don't know what he's gonna
What
do.
are you talking about? Nothing happened.
Exactly, Gail. Okay, glad we're on the same page.
What's Koski's take on all of this while it's happening around
He's
him?
again,
Just
he's
out of
he
curiosity.
is so used to watching them all just kind of bicker and go back and forth and like do stupid stuff like this that he's just like watches the exchange and just like shrugs and just walks with them.
Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. So
It's fitting for the character, but
I will remove Gelbernth's looking glass from Marius's inventory.
I'm so like, as a player, I'm so sad because I really want to know what Brett looks like in the mirror.
yeah,
And I do
no,
too.
I'm kind of
I want
curious
to know what
we
everybody
all look
looks like in it. I want to know so bad. I really, really, really.
We'll come back for that mirror one day.
I love it. I love it. Do we have any final plans or preps as you guys? I assume you make your way back to the house, do the final prep, probably grab Aelity and Marius, and head out.
How much time is the final prep for everything?
It's we're pretty loosey goosey with time here. You guys got a day.
I feel like at this point, like Gail got the hard part out of the way, which is her hair. So now it's just literally putting on the dress and putting on the mask. So she's good to go.
If Kellen has time, he would absolutely love to ask either Gale or Aelody if either of them could turn him invisible, and he just do a round town check, sweep real quick to see if he can find anybody of suspicion.
Remember, you only have an hour.
No, got this.
Count your
I will count
seconds.
my seconds.
All right, go ahead and take that spell slot up from Miguel. We'll say like Aelity's door is shut and you try to get her and she's just like, I'm busy, I'm getting ready. Can't you just leave me alone?
Okay, sorry. God, she's scary.
Look, she's got a lot going on right now.
I know, but she like she's so quiet and she doesn't really talk like us that much anymore. And I don't know, she's just kind of closed off lately. But it is what it is.
She'll come around, I'm sure. Hopefully. Okay, now go. You're running out of time.
Yeah, you.
as I'm talking to nothing.
You dart out the house doing a search. Are you going for speed or are you going for stealthy? Because you're already invisible, so you obviously have that going for you. But I didn't know if you're trying to be extra stealthy or extra speedy with this.
Since I'm invisible, I'm going speed.
All right, trying to cover some distance. Give me a perception check. And I'll give you advantage since you're invisible. You can take your time, as long as you're good with your movement, and good with that hour.
Flat. That's a
Ka-chow.
flat. That's a flat
Ka-chow.
19.
Nice.
Nice.
Give me a investigation check as well. So the DC isn't too terribly high.
14?
Okay.
14. So using this hour, you cover obviously Port Star Sail. It's not massive. It's really getting around the people that's the difficult part. You managed to cover a lot of distance, search through some of the markets, maybe do a survey through a couple taverns, maybe begin to head to the dock ward, look around there, not seeing too much. You begin to push through, going towards some of the more affluent areas, going towards where you guys got some of your clothing, actually. A fairly nice tailoring shop called the Silver Threads. You would see that standing outside of the Silver Threads, there would be two Water Hollow Brotherhoods, foot soldiers. They'd be standing outside, almost flanking the door, as if waiting for someone inside. They would each be sporting their spears and their, especially to you, familiar sort of like leather and chainmail pieced together armaments that maybe at first looks a little hodgepodge, but seeing two of them together, it's all very purposeful in like how it's placed and worn.
Oh, you
And they're just standing there outside the Silver Threads of this tailoring shop.
motherfuckers. He's just. How long has it been since he's been like looking around and stuff at this point?
We'll say it's been about 45 minutes or so. So you got about like 15 or so minutes.
So I'm gonna find a good vantage point, and I'm gonna watch for 10 minutes.
10 minutes
to see
All
if
right.
I can see anybody come out.
10 minutes. Roll me. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do. I wish Benny was here. We're gonna do a Perry special. Give me a D100, and you call me high or low.
You know, always high, baby.
Motto.
Always high. Roll a D100.
Oh.
After 10 minutes, no one comes out. One or two people walk in as if other customers, and maybe one or two of them even walk back out, or a different customer may walk out. But no one that these two Water Hollow Brotherhood foot soldiers are with, as far as you could tell. Roll me a perception check. I'll give you advantage as well. I mean, you've had 10 minutes sitting in the same spot, looking at like the front face of this building with its large outward-facing windows, a few glass displays showing their wares.
Oh, that's a 4.
What?
Double
fours.
What?
Double 4. With 5 minutes left on your invisibility, you're not seeing anything else either outside or inside this tailoring shop, the Silver Threads, that would be any indication on who they're with.
Fuck. Ugh. I got it.
You got 5 more minutes.
How much space is in between the two of them, and is there like a window that I can, like a big display window out in the front that I can look through?
The Silver Threads, it's like raised up just a little bit, so there is like a small stone step that sort of leads up to its like large wooden door. The two guards, these Water Hollow foot soldiers, they're maybe just like a couple of feet like apart, flanking that door. If you wanted to like get up to one of these windows, you'd have to like just kind of like loosely like pull yourself up just a little bit to like peek through, but it should be doable. It's just two of them. They're not even really like, like on watch necessarily. It's not like they're like looking at people and surveying and like making sure things are safe. They're just like kind of idling, maybe 15-ish feet apart from each other, and in between them is those steps that lead up.
So can I try to do that like ultra sneakily and not like alarm them, and do it kind of quickly because I know my time is very limited and get out of there before with like maybe 3 minutes left on the invisibility. Like try to do like this in 2 minutes or so.
Give me a stealth check. We'll do the stealth check flat. DC again is not too terribly high. You are invisible.
Ooh.
7.
Ooh.
As you're walking up, you're like skirting by one of these guards. In poor timing, he just begins to turn and reposition himself like 5 feet off to the side, almost like about to bump into you. I need a dexterity saving throw to sort of dodge out the way and keep moving.
20.
Oh, dirty 20. In the blink of an eye, this guy repositions as if just like sidestepping to just close the gap a little bit. You were shooting, and you barely managed to evade with like a sidestep, almost run into the building as you just push yourself forward off your back foot. You get up to this wall and let out a breath. Thank God.
Yeah, just oh my god, I should have given myself a wider berth. Oh my god, that was stupid.
You reach up to this window seal and just sort of grab and lift yourself up as it's this large, like 2-paneled glass display that has a couple different mannequins and like pieces set up on display. Sort of your best bet to get a wide look into this place. Give me a perception check with advantage. Again, DC not terribly high. The interior is very well lit in here.
15.
15. As you get up to the windowsill, sort of pull yourself up, you look inside. There are many patrons moving about this place. Luckily, you've probably been here before. Again, you probably had to pick up like most of your suit from here. You can see the familiar shopkeeps themselves. It's this goblin family. They're all very well dressed, well kept. They each sort of have their own different version of a pompadour for their own
God,
hairstyles between the 4 of them that run this place. And you can see the 4 of them milling about, helping a few customers. And what you know to be the main proprietor, the mother here, the real owner of the Silver Threads, they would be in a sort of back left corner by this large, sort of like full body mirror. And standing on this display, sporting a very fine looking dark purple dress with these gold frills that sort of go up on the shoulders, almost like puffs. You see a green, almost teal haired halfling back facing you, just looking at themselves in this mirror. Can't really see a face. But with a 15 perception check, you are 90% sure that teal-haired halfling, that's El Arneza. It has to be. You have no face to confirm it, but every bone in your body is pointing to that.
Oh yeah, his like you know that like weird like uncontrollable anger feeling that you get that just like bubbles up inside of you sometimes, where you get just like really hot all of a sudden. And, like, your heart just starts racing and just, like, beating super, super fast, and you, like, get, like, maybe a little bit lightheaded and stuff. And, like, your breath just kinda, like, starts, like, just kinda I don't know, like, and it just starts getting kinda, like, more shallow and, like, more, like, nostril-y. And he just,
Don't do it, Ellen. Don't
just,
do
like,
it.
hops down, and he has to, like, steel himself and calm himself, and he just he tries to head back to the house as soon as he can. Like, just poof.
Easy enough. And welcome, Chad.
Oh
Hello,
my
Mr.
god,
Coster.
the timing!
Hola.
It's
Yeah,
perfect
I don't even
timing.
know.
I
Did we
I don't
decided
even
get-
know.
Did we lose our
decided I'm
house?
going to dinner,
we lost the
so
house.
I'm gonna stay.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Hell yeah. So with
Actually,
Kellen,
we just paid rent, so we secured the house for another month, even though we're only going to be here like 5 more days.
You weren't kidding me.
So with Kellen, stealing yourself as you got a few minutes left on your invisibility here, standing outside the Silver Threads. You look at the 2 Waterhollow Brotherhood guards that are sort of like loosely flanking this door. Probably have a few thoughts run through your head before darting off using the last bit of your invisibility to get out of sight from these folk. As the invisibility fades, you move through some back alleys, heading back to some streets. We'll cut back to the house. As perfect timing, Chad, as we've had a few bits happen, and we'll catch you up on some of those bits probably here in just a minute. But the most important bit is everyone had spent a little bit of gold, and they're all getting like dolled up, gussied up for the big premiere that's happening tonight.
Yeah, Brett's premiere debut in his play.
If you scroll up in the D&D chat, you can see what we're wearing.
Brett's one-man show is finally happening.
And
No, we'll catch up later.
yeah, there's other bits, but for now, we'll start with one bit. As we cut back to the house, we'll see Marius, and Marius would probably be getting ready, putting on his attire for the play. What do you think Marius looks like? What's his sort of vibe for the play?
Yeah.
Oh, also we got you set up. Since you have the Silver Quill primer, you can disguise self, even though we don't have it like in your set. But we're all like wanting to disguise ourselves through this just in case, so, because people could recognize us potentially.
There's stuff we need to catch up on.
But what's your dress look like?
2 goddamn fucking hours. My dress.
Well, clothes.
Formal wear.
How is your dress? Your appearance?
Well, he would probably walk out at one point when everybody's getting done up, and he would have his same like fancy, classy outfit that he bought with Aurora all that time ago, and then just be like, "This feels weird, right? Like this isn't appropriate," or, and then he would probably go get like a. Ooh.
I had everyone also just so you know, I haven't done it for you this part yet, but I had everyone that is getting gussied up. They all took out 6 gold, and we basically said that over these 10 days, you guys knew that you were going to be going to the opening night, so you could have got some suits tailored or some stuff set up or all that sort of thing.
Yeah, some custom masks and stuff.
So be free. Anything you think Marius would do, because he's had again almost 2 weeks to prep for this, so it's kind of yours. And also another flavor. Everyone sort of opted for these masquerade masks. Everyone has a different masquerade mask that they're going to be wearing in tandem.
Yeah, I would have gone disguise self to make myself look human and not need a mask, but then I remembered I want detect magic up, because I can subtle spell that now and suss out the crowd just in case,
He'd probably roll through with like a little green 3-piece. Some little snazzy and different, and
oh yeah, that is green.
He'd probably roll through with. Yeah, he'd probably wear that first and then be like, I don't think I should keep this anymore. And then he'd probably do that with something like copy, I say. Why won't you copy? You're embarrassing. Oh, there it is. He'd do something like this. Miss the vibes.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's dope.
That's so cool. And I think I had said, of course, you can obviously change this.
6 gold.
6 gold. You get. Feel free to add the formal wear and mask to your inventory, since we spent good money on that shit.
I'm going to replace my classy clothes that he had from before with
Fair.
green.
Newer, classier clothes.
What was I going to say? Forgot what I was going to say. I had said previously, of course, you could change this, but I had just said that with your disguise self, you just made yourself look more human and a little less angelic. That was kind of it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's probably what he would do anyway.
So he
Even
looks
out
almost the exact
tone.
same. Yeah, just with like human skin tone and a more like blonde or more bland hair.
Hair, and then like normal eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he's going to wear the mask. I don't think he feels like he needs to change too much.
And it's probably like as you come down in your like new suit, probably like have the mask, maybe just like getting it sized right. There's probably Koski down there with you. You would see Koski's in this like sort of like double-breasted like suit, very like simple in design, and it is just ever so like too small on him. Like it's a little tight on the belly. The shirt is a little stressed by the buttons. The pants really hug the thighs. Like it's a little tight.
He's testing the durability of that fabric.
Aelity would have a fairly simple looking like all black gown, like sleeveless, like closed back, little like curve on the sort of like front, showing just a little bit of chest. Her disguised self was kind of similar. She made herself look just like a little bit more human, sort of changed her hair color and like a couple of features, so she looks kind of similar, maybe. But if you like stopped and looked, you're like, oh, that's not the same person. And then her mask is very simple, like matte black with some like very simple etchings in it that blend in.
If Aelity wants, Gale would offer to like braid her hair, so then it's all nice and neat. And
Ooh, yeah, she would love that. That is not her strong suit. She probably didn't even think of that. It was probably just like in this like rough ponytail when you saw her.
oh, honey, no.
I like your shabby chic vibe, but no.
No.
I love it. I love it. You probably see Gale coming down the stairs not too long after. Give us an updater for Chatty Poo. What's Gale look like here?
So she's in this. It would be a simple black dress, but it's like one side, like the left side is just like fairly long sleeve, kind of like squared off shoulder with this one of those like little like clip things that's almost like on like like a commander's jacket, that little extra bit of like fabric that clips in. It's adding a little accent on the shoulders. And then the right side of it is like this trench coat that kind of wraps around the front and has like a belt to cinch the waist. And then that right side of the trench coat has this like silver embroidery of like a dragon on it. And then the mask she's wearing is like kind of similar to the one I posted in chat, but instead of like a butterfly wing, it's like a dragon on the side, and then it's got those like blue accents to go with her skin tone. And then she did her hair up in a very complicated top bun braid. That's just like, how did you eat? What the fuck? Took her like 45 minutes. Aelides is a little more simple, but still very nice and neat and secure.
Secure.
And we would see you, or Marius, you'd see most of your group here. Brett, you would know he's off at rehearsals, final rehearsals, and then there's sort of like lunch, and then they have the show just after dusk. Noticing that Kellen's not here, we're probably just a second later, the front door would probably just come like slamming open, slamming shut as like Kellen just like rushes in. He's probably out of breath from not even from running, just from trying not to freak the fuck out.
And he just runs up to Marius and he just grabs him and he's like, "Oh my god, you look so good. Also, she's fucking here. I know she's fucking here. I'm like 90% sure it's fucking her."
You really think I look good? I
know,
wasn't
man.
sure.
Look like this is really nice. This is a nice upgrade.
fresh,
Did you
okay.
get rid of the one that Aurora?
Who's here?
Did you get rid of the one that Aurora gave you?
I did. I hung it up and threw Eldritch Blast at it.
Kellen.
It was cathartic.
Who's
The
here?
hell?
Oh yeah,
She's here. I'm like 90% sure.
Oh, your girlfriend
No,
from
not
Dragon
my
Chest?
fucking girlfriend, the evil bitch that tried to kill Quent.
I feel like we're talking about the
It's
same
not the
person
same fucking
here.
person. We never dated.
Yeah, that is true. They never actually dated.
Never did anything.
I already shipped. Marius shipped them in their mind.
All we did was play chess, and she would come and help us out with our what's it called, our mage tower matches, but it was all a ploy so that she could try to murder us.
Yeah, no, she was just
So you weren't
spying
going
on us.
steady. Man, I should really pay attention more to everybody's lives. I was dealing with some stuff in school. So just kidding, I actually do. I like to think Marius always assumed they were dating. Based on he's like, man, if I play chess with anybody, it better be a committed relationship. So did you actually see her?
Yeah, I
were you just,
saw her.
guessing?
Well, I mean, it was like the back of her head. It was her.
Okay, so you saw the back of her
we know
head.
that people from the Water Hollow Brotherhood are gonna be here. They're here to see Brett's play.
Yeah, his play.
Why would the
Wait, but
Water
where
Brotherhood
did
be
you
here?
see her?
Because lots of dignitaries,
Yeah, we need more
lots of
context.
dignitaries from all over the place.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
No, yeah, but like, where did you see her?
Oh, I saw her. The same place that we got all of our stuff tailored at. She's getting her stuff there too. I was just running around town, because you helped me do the invisible thing so that I could go, run around town and scope it out.
Well, yeah. So, like, how
Because I
did you
was
see her?
fucking.
Like, did
No,
you
I
go
didn't
in there?
in there.
Did you
No,
go
I
in
saw her
there?
through the window. There were Water Hollow Brotherhood guards
you-
standing out in front of the shop, and I was like, well, clearly there's somebody of importance in there. So I walked up to the window because I was invisible.
Okay, that adds a bit more legitimacy now. See, there were guards associated with the company or the group that she's associated with, standing guard outside, and then you saw the back of her head, or what you think was the back
It
of
was
her
definitely the back of her head. I'm like 90% sure.
You should have just yelled out her name. See if she turned
Yeah,
around.
because
See,
then
now this doesn't sound as crazy as just I saw the back of someone's head. It's L. See you painted the full picture now.
Gail, I think he would know what the back of his girlfriend's head.
my fucking girlfriend.
Not yet. You can go talk to her, man. I'm
No,
sure she'd be so
we are here for one thing, and it's to murder her face.
Oh yeah, that's right. For Quinn.
Yeah,
And Brett.
no.
And
We'll kill her for
probably the
Brett.
safety and good of the rest of the world.
Wait, you said
It's
she
a
had
really
guards?
good thing Brett isn't
Yeah,
here
she's
right
apparently
now.
her family runs Renda. Do you not remember any of this conversation?
Yes, I do. I do remember. I just she. Oh.
I remember. Okay, I have so much attention to invest into what's going on in my life that I'm really busy. Picks up Granite Cat. I have responsibilities
Oh my
now.
god! By the way, Jasmine was asking us about how Granite was doing. She was like, "Oh yeah, no, he was actually like a gift from Professor Veldenmeyer." Apparently, they were a thing.
What? Crazy.
Oh, so I have breakup cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Veldenmeyer's
Oh.
It was
cat.
a gift.
Can I
It
pay?
was more so like a gift.
Can I pay 3 gold for Granite to have a matching suit?
Yeah, for sure you can.
Hell yeah.
For sure you can.
And it has a tiny little matching tux.
I love it.
Oh, well, I guess you could tell her that Granite's great.
That's what I told her. I was like,
yeah. She was asking about him. We said you were taking care of him. Obviously you are. Pointing to the tuxedo.
It's opening night. We gotta look good. Okay. Well, my only worry is that Brett's gonna be on stage and my CL
Oh, remember, we have that all covered too.
It-
That's why. So Brett's using disguise self with his primer, like all of us plan to. Well, all of you guys plan to do with your primers, because and then Gil. Yeah,
You
I sold
soldiers.
mine. It was for the
Coward.
tattoos. It was for the
Well,
group.
and-
It was for the sake of the group.
It's a
As
cat in
far
people
as-
clothes. How about that?
As far as Brett being able to see, I mean,
Yeah, but what if he freaks out up
obviously,
there?
you've been a performer, Marius, but like especially for a play, I don't know if you've done that much. Like, there's lots of lights in your face. The audience is in darkness. It's pretty hard to see the
No.
audience. Like,
Not only that, but
exactly.
you know that Brett's like a world-class performer. He would never get nervous. He's been doing this all his life.
Not once in his
Flashback
entire
to
life.
bit one from earlier.
Laughs nervously. Yeah. Brett doesn't freak out. Well, he might be fine. I think he worked through some things when we killed the professor yesterday.
I mean, we did have a little talk.
I mean,
Definitely seems to be not as worried about him as I was
I think
yesterday.
at one point he was smiling.
Yeah, it kind of scared me a little.
It was intense.
I mean, like I've never quite gotten back at someone like that, but like I did some stuff that I thought was kind of messed up. But at least that guy was evil, right? Like, let's.
Oh God.
Jeez, that was horrifying.
That was Brett halfway through the fight.
That was when he switched targets.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, if you guys think it's fine, I mean, we'll be in the, we'll be in the crowd. Are we all sitting together? Where are these tickets?
I imagine we're sitting. We got. He got us. He got them all at once, so they should be all next to each other.
Oh, it's like maybe help if everyone's so crowded. All right. Well, either way, show must go on. Maybe everyone just have some contingency, in your back of your mind.
I would like us all to not get in a fight. That'd be great, especially in the middle of the city.
Well, we should.
I'm only bringing detect magic just so I can like suss things out and be like, how, in this group of gathering dignitaries and city leaders and whatnot, like who all is chaos, really. That's all I want to get accomplished tonight, is see how much chaos magic is in this group.
Yeah,
And if it's a lot, we need to get the
you and
fuck out
Elodie
of
will
here.
have to keep an eye out, because again, the rest of everybody is just trying to be in disguise.
Well, also more from like the standpoint of like, all right, if Brett does freak out,
If they freak out again,
I'm not saying we have to. Look,
Stop.
I'm not saying we have to blow the place up, but maybe
don't-
have like
I
a
feel like we're
misty step to the
manifesting.
door so we can run kind of plan.
Okay, what's the contingency plan that you want to come up with, Marius? I don't think that we need to come up with just in case of worst case scenario, because we shouldn't be doing anything to get into the worst case scenario, because we're supposed to leave in 2 days.
Exactly. The more we talk about it, the more it like manifests into
Like, believe
existence.
me.
Whereas if we keep talking about how we're going to just go see a play and act like normal human fucking beings.
Did you guys go to some like manifesting seminar while I was
Wouldn't be
gone?
something like that.
I don't know. You're just on the same page, but
Yeah, because we're trying the group thing out. I thought we went over this.
Well, look, I had a toxic manager at once where I was like, hey, if something goes wrong, what should I do? And he says, we just don't do things wrong here.
Oh no, I'm not saying
feel like this is
I'm
the
not
same.
saying that we shouldn't come up with a contingency plan. I'm saying, what's the contingency plan?
Oh, I was hoping everybody'd come up with their own. I know what I would do if something
Yeah,
went
I thought
wrong.
we were trying this whole group thing.
Yeah, no. We. This is how shit went wrong so much early on because we weren't talking to each other.
I don't think anything went wrong. I think I told the group we shouldn't tell people about Auric, and then the group went and
Yeah,
did
but
it.
now we're all on the same page, right, Gail?
Oh,
Right.
okay, that's cool. Sick.
Yeah, so we're not
You
doing
know,
stuff.
Bears wouldn't say this, but he is thinking, man, here's the two people that told two teachers.
Don't tell him about what happened earlier.
You farting kidding me? I can't even take a goddamn walk in nature. It's ruining Mary's life. Stressed all the time. I'm on the mountain. He's like, why do you keep checking your phone? I'm like, they're going to fuck something up. I just know it. And I have to check the memes they post to see what's happening. And the one that made me worried was the, like, play it cool or whatever. Don't be suspicious. Yeah. I saw that and I was like,
I summoned him.
I saw it and I was just like, God damn it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not a
What?
good
Delete
sign.
that. Delete
That's
it.
hilarious.
Get it
Like,
out
I
of
literally
here. It's
saw
not
it. I was
there.
like, what are they doing? Like, are they getting interrogated? And they're just going to be like, we did it. We killed him. We killed the shit out of him.
You caught us.
You caught us. No, Mary's like, look, I'm not saying things go wrong, but I'm just saying, like,
Oh, I
know where the
agree with
exit
you,
is.
Mary.
Keep in mind, have some good lies
and
ready.
I agree with
just
you,
like-
but like also like we should definitely be keeping like just an eye out, right? Like we'll just play it cool.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't mean like, hey, I'm gonna Eldritch blast somebody and then we all jump in kind of vibe, but more of just like, hey, you know, do bump shoulders, catch
just an
something.
exit strategy, yeah. Because we're not gonna try to start shit.
Yeah.
If I really needed to, I could turn 4 of us invisible.
So that's all, you know. Just high level. Keep it in mind. Again, Gail's right. Let's just be normal people seeing a play. Our disguises should be good.
Please.
Scratches granite under the chin. His fancy little text.
But also, if something really does go down, and it's like not even us that's starting it, you know, just shit starts going down, get to me, and I can touch all of, you know, I have to touch you, but I can make 4 of us invisible.
Oh, you'd love this, wouldn't you, Gail? I'm just kidding. So yeah, we should have a plan to run.
We'll keep an eye for the exits.
Meanwhile, he's like having the time of his life. I'm like, what if we die? And Brett's like, I'm gonna crush it. What a good day.
I think I shook those nerves off from earlier.
Also, Kellen, how many guards did you see?
There was only 2. That was all I
two.
saw was Elle in the shop. So I mean, we don't know like who else is here. I'm sure her mom's here. If Elle's here.
Okay.
And then like I would assume that probably Lord Parrish is here. Right?
Okay. Well, you know, good for Brett. Sounds like he's got a part in a play that is important enough to bring some high level people. But if he does too good, he might get job offers and leave the group.
We'll have to worry about that later.
Anyway, are we gonna be late? When does this thing start?
Fair enough. As you guys all do those final preps and plans, get your masks. See that the sun's just now beginning to set. So you guys all make your way out of the house, begin heading over to the theater. We'll take a little break right there. We'll do that our first breaky poo. Bathrooms, bevies, and bits.
Oh yeah. God damn it, Gail. We almost made it out.
Oh my god.